Hey all, Sam1 here, and welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing as Ben Franklin. For Mementos, we went ahead and took Imago Mundi for the extra scouting ability, and we also took an expansionist point, just because I want to try to get settlers online a little bit faster for our expansion. In terms of settling, this looks like it's a pretty decent spot. We're close to the navigable rivers, so that's going to be nice for like food and money tiles. We're also near the coast, which is also going to be helpful for that. Like, this is going to be a great one. We've got some natural resources around, so that's going to be good. Hopefully there's a little bit more closer, because I'd love to get something where we get like a +2 or even a +3 adjacency for some of our buildings, which, you know, we'll get into that a little bit later. We are near the northern part of the ice wall, so we're probably going to send our first scout heading down here to the southwest. We're going to start exploring from there. Choose a technology. So we've got two things that I'm pretty sure the dates you build a plantation on. Let me actually double check that real quick. Yeah, it doesn't tell you, but I'm pretty sure you do. So for technology, we're probably going to want to go pottery, because you have two things we can immediately look to get plantation set up on. So we're going to go for that. We also got some nice forest tiles around us. I'm going to go ahead and start working on a second scout. Cool. For growth, we're going to take this woodcutting tile, again, expand closer towards the incense over there. If you can move 2 tiles and get right there, we're going to have you move 1 and then scan afterwards. So get here, scan, Imago Mundi, super nice, super helpful with that. We've already found an aggressive city-state right there. I think we're going to... Yeah, we'll start swinging around this way. We're going to move 1 tile over and then scan again. We don't reveal much, but we're going to lose movement moving on to this. Then we can start working down here and start swinging our way westwardly. We've got a lot over here as well. So maybe we're going to have the scout go to the north and the west. That might make the most sense. Sweet, so going here, we're skiing again. That way we utilize our full movement to get right here. Scout, come on. I hope that scout's going to go towards where our city is. Extra culture and happiness, yes. We'll take that over the extra production for right now. Another aggressive city-state. Alright. Well, we'll go down there first. We can go ahead and grow our city. We're going to go ahead and take the incense. Okay, see, so right here we have a really nice science/production building. We can tell because there's 2 resources, which means we're going to be getting a +2 adjacency to anything we plop on down right there. It's really annoying that we have this coastal tile right there, because that means we can't really connect directly there, but that's just how it is sometimes. So we go down here. Yeah, don't mind if I do, I'll take even more culture. I think we're going to make a beeline towards that goodie hut right there. So we've got 2. We could try going for a 3rd one, but I don't think it's going to be... You know what? Yeah, let's agree. Let's go for a 3rd scout. Cool, so starting off here, we only found 1 suicide, but no, there's a 2nd one, but we are pretty far away, so I think we're going to want to go mysticism here. Start working towards our religion, and I really like oligarchy for the extra food for growth in buildings, so we're going to go ahead and snag that one. So culture's going to be worth a lot more in the early game. We're going to go charismatic leader, and hope will help us get towards mysticism a lot faster. Get a hoplite scout. Oh, I'll take a hoplite right now. That's actually really, really nice. Now that we have the scout, we can go ahead and move him. I'm going to move him 1 tile and then scan, just so we reveal a little bit more around our city. We'll go up. We might get this room. We might just start heading west and start checking out some of these areas. do have a mountain right there, so that's going to be good as well for happiness and culture. It's not the best because there's only one, but it's still pretty nice. Oh, and we have horses right here, so both of these are going to be really nice science and production tiles. So we have 2 resources each, and then this one right here is going to be a really good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this one's going to be a really good, or an all right happiness / culture building. So that's I'm pretty excited about that. That's actually pretty awesome. Cool. Searching with you, Mr. Unit. Let's go ahead and head up to the northwest. We'll swing around, snag that, and then keep making our way over. We do have our hoplite. I do want to start moving the hoplite out a little bit. Maybe we'll move him in order to try to get to this cairn right here. That way we don't have to send our scout, and the scout can continue swinging around this direction. And then we're probably going to want to start moving our hoplite over here towards Nagtapunan in order to start taking them over. Cool. Next turn. Cool. Once again, we're only going to move 1 tile, and then we're going to go ahead and scan right here.
Close to the western summit,
Found Mount Kilimanjaro. That's nice.
And frozen carcass of a leopard.
We still haven't found any additional civilizations. This river flooded here. That kind of makes me think that maybe there's a civilization down here. Which, you know what? Maybe we're going to go ahead and pivot the scout and start sending him more southeasterly after we get this, because we can then send our 3rd scout to scout more of this western area. Actually, I think I really like that. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, there's a ruin right there as well. Okay, well, don't mind if I do. We'll just move here, do a scan here. We can swing and hit that up, and then make our way west. There's a friendly city-state up here, and more kind of like weird coastal tiles out here. So that's pretty interesting. Just that this and that, so there's 2 separate instances of it. If we're going to head due west, we'll go ahead and get that cairn. I think that's how you pronounce it, actually. I'm not 100% sure.
All are made of clay.
Nice. So went ahead, we got pottery. Go ahead, choose a technology. We can go ahead and go for animal husbandry. You know, I think that's a little bit of a slight misplay right there. We should have gone for animal husbandry first, because the sawmill would have been really nice for getting some early production set up right here. The alternative we have right now is we could go here and start growing over towards this marble tile right there. And actually, we can kind of speed it up in a second. First, let's go here. Yep, we'll take the 45 science. That's going to be real nice and helpful. What I'm going to do here is, since we did get a brickyard, is I'm going to go ahead and start queuing some of these buildings up. So queuing this building up over here is going to get rid of this woodcutter right here. It won't right here because we have a scout working, but if we put it to the front, now it's going to, which is what we want. We don't care about keeping the sawmill right there. Ideally, all these tiles around a capital, we want to fill these up with districts. That way we get the +1 science and +1 culture, which isn't something that's actually inside the Civilopedia or the tooltips. It's just something that you kind of have to know about or watch other streamers. Yeah, so we'll place that right there, and we can go ahead and put our scout back up. But still, even since we had that at the front of our queue, even for a second, it removes that citizen from working that tile, which means we've now gained them back. So we can go ahead and put the citizen right here, expands out in this direction, and that means on our next turn, we can go ahead and pick up this marble, which is going to be helpful since we're going to be working on the brickyard very soon. That's going to help us get at least some production up and online, despite our mistake for not going animal husbandry first. Like plantation here, plantation here. If we had like a 3rd resource of plantation, that would have been really nice, because then, yeah, we could go for the granary earlier on. But if we don't have very niche situations like that, I don't really like going for the granary. It doesn't really seem to help out very much. So with some of you here, we can get production, or we can get more happiness. I think I actually want the happiness right here. Anything to just start continue increasing ourselves towards getting this to getting another celebration. It's going to be super helpful. Yeah, it looks like the friendly city-state is right up there. So I'm going to move 1 tile then scan just to reveal that. Off the chart, we got some other units, so now we can start moving you to the southeast and check out this area. This might be a good place to settle somewhere near Mount Kilimanjaro, but it is pretty far from where we are. It's like, what, greater than 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 tiles away. Yeah, that's pretty far, so I don't think it's going to make sense for us to settle near that, at least anytime soon. So you can send this hoplite here, get that. I think I'm going to go for the culture right here. It'll help us towards mysticism a little bit faster. Cool, we'll move here. Go scan, that's going to fully reveal Arna, which Arna looks like it's a pretty nice city-state for us to befriend. They're culture-focused, which is awesome. So we're going to save up till we have at least 20 more cults, then we need to befriend them. That way, if we run into any allied civs, we can play nice with them. Sweet. So we went ahead, we've hit our next celebration the second our other one ended. That's awesome. I think I'm going to go for production towards constructing buildings, because after this next turn, when the scouts finish, we're going to be working on buildings. So that's going to be more bang for our buck, I think. And now we can get tool making, which is really nice. Yep, we're going to go ahead and move you into the cave. We can get science and food, or we can get culture. We're going to go for the culture. It's just so beneficial to get mysticism as soon as possible. And we've actually hit a whole bunch of culture goody huts, which means we might be able to hit up multiple paths in the civic tree, which is something that isn't really that beneficial to do, actually. But I think this situation might be very beneficial, which is awesome because we would love to try to get a commander for Naktapunan. And actually, I'll just kind of show you what I'm talking about. So typically, it's going to be best once you select either mysticism or discipline that you kind of stay down that tree. So if you select mysticism, usually it's good to go ahead and go public life, entertainment, just focus on that, just because Deity, the AI, has such a high scaling and has so many advantages kind of afforded them that it's kind of your best chance to try to get ahead. Whereas if you try splitting it across multiple disciplines or multiple civics in this civic tree, it's going to really kind of lag you behind. You're not going to be able to get as far or capitalize. Like, a lot of the wonders are going to disappear, so focusing on one direction, that means, cool, we have a pretty good chance of getting the Oracle and a pretty good chance of getting the Colosseum. That's going to be nice. You could do Code of Laws as the center. However, this does take a lot longer than just going down this branch for mysticism or this side branch for discipline. So I wouldn't recommend it. Alternatively, if you know you're going to be going to war, there's a whole bunch of aggressive city-states near you. Instead of going mysticism, you probably want to go discipline and start focusing down this leg in order to build up your military, have the ability to get, again, hopefully beat the AI and build these two wonders. For the center one, because it takes so long, the chance of you actually getting to, in order to be able to build some of these, like the Weiyang Palace, stuff like that, the AI is usually going to beat you to it, so it doesn't make that much sense. Awesome, let's go ahead. Yep, send you this direction. That's going to be it for our turn.
There is another world.
Awesome, change policies. This policy is really, really nice, but we don't have the space for it, and we want to focus on the culture and the science/production for right now, so we're going to go ahead and keep those. With this unit, because we're 3 tiles away, we're just going to move 1 tile, and then we're going to go ahead and scout. Of course, this is pretty close to the edge. We found another aggressive city stage. I think I want to tackle the southern city state that's aggressive more so than this western one first. We also got a narrative choice. We can get... Okay, so this is nice. We can get a big influx of culture. Well, 25 right now. We can get 50 gold, or we could pay 25 gold in order to get a permanent +1 to Palace. And I'm going to take that, because that's going to be so much, so helpful in the long run. Awesome. Grow cities. We can go ahead and get the marble. That's awesome. And now we can start expanding out in this direction as well. One thing I just noticed about this area is that there's not a whole lot of rough terrain that we have access to. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's really only this tile and the 2 marbles. So we're probably going to want to focus on using as many of these forests in order to get sawmills set up. Right now we have access to 1, 2, that one's going to get overridden. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. So 5, which isn't too bad. Plus we're going to have this rough terrain right there. We're going to have these 2 mines. Yeah, so I think that's going to be a decent enough amount of production we're going to get in our capital here. So if you're in the tree, we finished mysticism. Let's see, do we have any tropical terrain? Because if so, it's probably going to be worthwhile to go for this mastery. If not, we're going to want to start heading towards public life. At least that's the common route you want to be taking with all this. In the case where we have today, 1, we don't have any tropical tiles, so we're not going to go for that mastery. But 2, I think we can diverge to go towards discipline. It's going to set us a little bit behind, but not as much as it normally does, because we've had so many influxes of culture into our civilization from these goody huts that I don't think that's going to set us behind. The alternative would be, if we still stuck with going down this route right here, we'd be even further ahead from getting this researched turn-wise, just because of the extra influx we've had. But no, I'm going to go for discipline and then focus on this top route up here. Choose a pantheon. City patron goddess plus the influence on the altar. See, look at this. I don't think a single... We are literally the first person to find a pantheon, which is actually a little insane, playing at deity level. That's the first time that's actually happened with me. So we've gotten really lucky. Fertility rates in City Patron Goddess, usually the first 2 that go away. Sometimes Earth Goddess as well, but these are all really nice. Really, really strong. The growth rate would be really nice. But we are playing Greece. I think it's going to be better to go City Patron Goddess. I mean, it sucks because we're going to be going to war with both of these city-states right here. Maybe we keep one alive and not go to war with them. Maybe we keep Longcheng alive and try to become allies with them. I don't know. That's going to depend largely on what tiles we can kind of get revealed all around us. But I think City Patron Goddess is going to be better for us. So, yep, we're going to go ahead and take that. Going to get up to 16 influence per turn, which is, again, that's just kind of insane. Yep, see, look at this. There's Waset. There is a civilization. Let's go ahead.
Friedrich der Zweite.
Talk to you, Friedrich.
Erfreut, euch kennenzulernen.
Try to be as nice to you as we can. And we're not going to do any of those trades yet. What we are going to do is we're going to head east, just check to scout out to see, hey, is it going to be beneficial to try to settle a city down over here? And try to, because one of these 2 aggressive city-states we want to try to make friends with. Cool. This one, we're just going to go ahead and start heading straight west. And we've already moved that scout. We would just have this hoplite. I think we might just like move somewhere right over here. Cool, yep, so it looks like they're scouting us out. We're fine. Propose a diplomatic action. Again, we want to save our influence, so we're not going to take that, but we will become friendly with you right there. Also, yeah, the one thing about the City Patron Goddess is the extra influence on the altars. So we are still a little while away from getting that. We still have 8 turns left for our celebration, which is good because we're working on 1 building and we're about to start creating a 2nd building soon. And I think... I don't know, I'm not sure. We'll look into that in a couple moments. I'm going to see if we just can't skirt past Longcheng on this northern side.
The caged bird.
Sweet. We've unlocked that. Responded diplomatic. Oh yeah, he's just doing all the stuff with us. See, we can choose a technology. So with this, we're not going to be focusing on the strategies some people like to do, which is riding. Instead, we're going to be focusing on masonry. We're going to get the mastery for it, and just start kind of slowly working our way up. Mystery is not going to give us as much bang for a buck because we don't have a whole lot of mines in our capital, but it is still really, really good. Plus it unlocks the monument, which is going to be very nice for us. Cool, let's send you up here. I'm curious. Okay, cool. They're not trying to befriend the city-state down there. We're going to go ahead and, again, we're just making a beeline west with you. We're going to get to move one tile and then expand or scout. Sweet. Next turn. I want to stay as far to the south of you as I can, just because, again, you are aggressive. Of course, it's only one tile, so we're probably going to move. Okay, that's a cave. I thought for a second there was like going to be a mountain or something blocking our way, but nope, we are good in that sense. Sweet. Command units. Yep, we're going to move one tile, and then I'd like to scout, just kind of see what's around us. Okay, so this city-state actually kind of blocks some of the pathways and stuff with Friedrich, so we might want to actually look to settle over here. One, two, three. We want to still get this camel, but we want to stay as far away from Friedrich as possible. Let's see, if we can stay 10 tiles away from them, that'd be awesome, but I don't think we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As long as we don't cross this line, we should be fine. Which I think we can do. The city's, whatever's going to be right here is going to be really kind of scrunched up, just because of where our capital is, but that might still be doable. Either that, or we just say, hey, screw it, we're just going to, you're going to get angry with us. Which it's all about trying to find new people, and we found another civilization.
Je suis Napoléon.
It's Napoleon.
Sur cette terre pour déterminer le sort du monde.
Likes to go to war. But how close is your capital? That's the big question. Because if it's not that close, we're fine. Yep, we're going to take the 2 turns to go here. Again, since we are going down the side tangent in the civic, we're going to go for more culture. Just try to push forward with that as much as possible. Cool. On the next turn, we should be able to get enough influence in case we meet any other city-states. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start befriending Arna. There we go. Sweet, we're now working towards befriending Arna. We're probably going to befriend you just so we have a buffer with Wasset. And now we'll start moving this guy away. It'd probably be really nice in order to check out this close section right here and then send you out. I hate having to backtrack you so much, but we already have 2 other scouts out on the ballot, so I think that's going to be fine. Because if there's any extra land here we can play with, that'd be awesome. It doesn't look like it with the Fog of War, but sometimes the Fog of War kind of hides some of that information. Sweet, so we have multiple farms and all of that. We do want to start progressing over here so we can look to found science buildings over here. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to put the... I think it's good to get the science and culture for right now. It's going to be a little bit before we get to our science bonus. So we're going to go ahead and put the saw pit down right there in order to continue to grow and expand. Cool. Let's move you back, Mr. Scout. I'd like to have you scout ahead. Okay, cool. So we do have more open space over here to play with, which is nice. Looks like there's like a really good city to settle somewhere like around here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Has access to those resources. Has access to these resources. There's a couple mountains around. So yeah, I think this might be a really good settlement location. It might be a really good first one. How many tiles is that away from Friedrich? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's just barely far enough away. So I think that's going to benefit us quite a bit, actually. We continue to scan. That's a guy we got to be worried about. I'd much rather protect and be safe with my scout than try to risk it trying to go past him. We'll see kind of what he does for his movement, because that's going to dictate us and what we do. Okay, he moved 1 tile away, so we're going to go ahead and move 2 tiles right here, try to stay as far from him as possible. Going to move you right here. Yeah, there's a really good city over here, a really good city up here. So we have 1, potentially 2, 3, 4 really good city locations. Probably focusing on 2 over here first before we worry about the ones up here. But we're going to be able to kind of play a little bit of that by ear. Cool. Next turn. 2 more turns and we're going to grow and we can start working our way towards probably getting some production tiles. I'd love to get this marble online. So maybe we get something like this, plop down a building in order to expand it right here, and then we can for you start collecting some of these like rough terrain, forest tiles. I think that's actually going to be a pretty good idea. I think we'll move you right there. Damn, he might start chasing us. But if we're in the water, I think we should be fine. Should be able to attack us from land since he's not ranged. Is he an expansionist civ? I don't think he is. So we shouldn't have to worry about him settling near us, but I don't want to give him open borders just in case. Granted, doesn't really make a difference right now. Meanwhile, Napoleon, he's fine with us. I do want to check. He likes civilizations with the smallest number of land units. Cool, so he's probably going to like us. He's the leader of the Romans. Okay. Friedrich likes the civilization with the greatest number of military units. Okay, so we're going to anger one of them. No matter what we do. Good to know, I guess. Awesome, so we can grow. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grow to this tile right there. Yeah, we're chilling technology. That's just going to happen. We're going to move you in this direction. We can move you over here as well. I'd like to scout when I don't have a mountain blocking us. So what we're going to do is we want to put a tile right here in order to expand. We got to determine what tile we want to do. If we want to do a granary or if we want to do an altar. Granary, +1 for farms and all that. We're going to be going, we have 2, so really it's just going to be a +2. Really the one from this. That'll give us the second one, but that's really about it. Oh, I don't know if we can actually go for the Oracle either, because that needs rough terrain, and the only one we really have is right here. We're not going to be building our districts in that direction. Okay. But anyway, I don't think we want to go to Grain, or at least not right now. The altar's going to give us happiness and gives additional happiness for each adjacent wonder. So happiness and culture, those get bonuses from natural wonders and mountains, but it looks like the altar doesn't get it from a mountain. And typically what happens is you get 2 of each type of building in each age, which is why we're looking for 2 tiles like this. They give us the adjacency for science of production, Science of production, we're just going to go ahead and call those blue tiles, because it's easier to keep track of that than it is to keep track of, that's easier to keep track of, like, say, science and production tiles. Also, got to give a shout out to Potato McWhiskey. He's the one who I saw us talking about calling them blue tiles, green tiles, purple tiles, which is a lot better way, again, to think about it than just thinking about it in terms of, cool, it's a science/production tile. But anyway, so blue tiles, known as science of production, gain adjacency bonuses from resources and natural wonders. So there's a +2 here and a +2 here, which is awesome. Happiness and culture get it from mountains and natural wonders. So we get a +1 adjacency right here, and that's about it. And then food and money get adjacency from navigable rivers, coasts. So this is going to be a +2, and this should be a +1, 2, 3, 4, which is really, really nice. So we've got a pretty nice spread, and ideally you want to have, again, 2 of each type, blue, purple, and green tiles in your city. But yeah, we can see, so happiness, sorry, it's going to be over here in, or most of them are going to be over here in technology. So we can see, cool, for the 2 type of science buildings we have, cool, we have the library, and then we have the academy. For the production buildings, we have the blacksmith, and we have the barracks. In terms of your happiness, we have the villa, that's right there. And then we have the arena, which is right here. So see, there's 2 of each type of those resources, essentially, that you want to kind of aim for. But anyway, cool. 22 turns in, we finally found a couple civilizations. We've scouted out some initial settling locations, which is awesome. But I've also still yet to see where Napoleon actually is. So, not bad. Maintaining friendly ties. We're almost done with discipline. And then we can start looking at maybe taking this over, maybe delaying that until we get more settlers out. Because I think our first 2 settlers we want to settle is over here. Again, depending on where Napoleon is. But anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. As always, I'm Sam Deathly1. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to catch all of y'all next time. See ya!